Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to the Conquerors of Coultchorn. Now, when we left off, we had just tackled a couple of bandits who had kidnapped a girl from a nearby village. And I say nearby with the utmost of inaccuracy, because obviously, as we can see here, we are currently at Mythshade. And, well, the place where we have to go to is Shearstone, which is all the way on the other side of the map. So, let's make our way over, shall we? Let us move around here, and I'm actually going to go to Dighton first, and we'll see whether we can actually sell a couple of things, maybe see what's going on in the tavern there, and maybe, just maybe, come across a couple of bandits as well. You never know. There actually appears to be quite a few weakened vassals around here as well, so you never know which faction is going to go first, but it seems as though the Mythmere may indeed have some difficulties, and we may want to prey upon that as time goes on. But obviously, not right now. Not right now, because obviously all of our units are very low level still. So let's just head in here. As you can see, the highest level one, or the most units that we've so far seen, is 74. Okay, so let's see what's actually going on here. Yes, as we can see, we actually have a good amount of stuff in our inventory here. We're going to be selling most of it. We actually do have some horses. That's rather impressive. Well, whatever the case, let's just sell... let's see here. Do I want to sell this? Probably not. That's pretty good. Or is it? Apparently the chipped iron sword is actually a little bit better, but they are both strength 7, so that obviously means that many of our units, and by that I mean our companions, cannot use it. That is really quite unfortunate, isn't it? Okay, well, spears, scythe, they can all be sold. And of course we're going to be keeping these just so that we can get them out of lameness, and then if we come across any other companions, then we obviously do want to give them some horses too. So let's just take a look here. What do we have? Well, we have Holger here. Obviously, we don't want her to have a horse just yet, as it is not mended. Yeah, look at this. Every single vassal from the Mythmere appear to be vastly weakened, so I can only assume that something is going on with them. They are definitely waging war against... yes, against the Wycklands, by the looks of things. As you can see here, the Wycklands and a patrol from Mythmere are going at it, so let's just... yes, here we go. They are being completely stomped on by the Wycklands. I am a little bit worried about that actually now, because what if the Wycklands is the most powerful faction? We don't know. We don't know who the most powerful is just yet. But we also have a band of outlaw mercenaries in our reach, but I am not going to be pursuing them, because even though I would love to deal some damage and get a little bit more experience and maybe some more prisoners as a result, I feel like right now we have to capitalize on what kind of bandit party we're actually going to be attacking. So, for example, we really just want to attack things that have prisoners, for example, to rescue. So I think that would probably be the way to go. And obviously now we have another declaration of war. Okay, it's against them, so I can only assume that it's... no, not there. It must be here. No. Okay, who has declared war? I think the blue... yes. The blue faction has declared war against the orange faction, by the looks of things. Okay, well, nothing to worry about there, I suppose. We are part of Shearstone, technically, so nothing really to worry about. Oh, what is that? No, that's just a caravan. Nothing to worry about there. And we also need to make a brief stopover at Swinmore as well, because obviously we do want to talk to the Guildmaster and say that we completed his cattle driving quest. So, yes, let's get that going. Ooh, some Dagfisk mercenaries. I think we probably can deal some damage to these guys. Also, we do want to level up some of our units too, so let's do that before we actually enter any kind of battle. And Darian has also leveled up. So, let's see what we can get him. Well, 7 in strength is obviously going to be the obvious choice, and then a little bit more in surgery as well. So now he can actually use a very, very good sword in the shape of this chipped iron sword. It's actually not very good, although it is chipped. it is vastly better than what he was using beforehand. So that is great for us. And this is actually better than what he was wearing. So let's just swap that out a little bit. And we'll be heading onward. There we go. Thank you. Okay, so Dagfisk. How fast are they moving? 5.6? We're moving at 5.7. So we should, in theory, be able to catch these guys. But it's going to take a little bit of time, isn't it? Oh my. The Guethian elite have amassed an army to exploit Coultchorn. Not good news. Ooh, robbing brigands as well. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of bandits here that I'd love to deal some damage to, but it appears we're going to have to wait a little bit, because obviously these guys are, well, entering the trees, and I don't really want to fight at night if I can at all help it. Let's see. Have I just lost them, really? Nope, nope, I haven't lost them. There we go. There they are. Let us chase them down. Yes, yes. Come on. There we have it. Okay. Whoa, they were very fast indeed. Okay, so we have 55, and they have 24. And we are in a very mountainous, hilly area, and a lot of trees as well. So let's see if we can actually get into a good position here. Obviously, we do not have any form of ranged weapon, ourselves at least. We are just used to breaking skulls, but our units are going to have to be the ones to deal significant damage from range. So let's get our units up there. Our archers will be here, I think. Let's just see. Where are they coming from? It seems like they're coming from over here. Over here? Yes. They're coming from over here, so I feel as though our archers on that hillside will do an excellent job. And let's just see. Yes, I think they should probably move here instead, actually. Let's just see what we can do. There we are. Let's get our infantry out the front there as well. Let's get our cavalry over there as well, too. And maybe, just maybe, we will be able to take a couple of these guys prisoner. I'd love to be able to take the Herseer prisoner, because obviously he's going to sell for a great deal. Okay, so we're just going to be charging everyone in here, because we just really want to eliminate these guys as quickly as possible, because obviously what is currently going down is these guys have some very good equipment. And I would hate to have an extended fight with them. So let's just eliminate them as quickly as possible and see what's going down now. As you can also see, we do have a very, very nice amount of damage coming in from our crossbowmen. They are weakening them rather well. Unfortunately, they do have some very, very good shields. So we've been unable to really knock any of them unconscious. So there is that to take into account. But there it is. Yeah, very nice. 5 renown and 7 morale. We really need to start doing battles with bigger parties, but I'm really just looking to take some prisoners right now. We need to be able to afford our next week's wages and gain some profit in the process. So let's just see if we can make that happen, shall we? And, ooh, Holger actually did level up, so let's speak to her after this. Oh my. Now this is what you call a halberd, that is for sure. Okay, we're going to be seeing if I can use one of those. We're also going to be probably selling the rest of these. Oh, this is an exceptional shield. I would love to be able to use the non-battered version of this. Maybe we'll be able to find something along those lines. Let's swap out those leather gloves. And I think we're also going to be, wow, leveling up apparently. Oh my. Okay, so Murphon does not like Holger. Okay, well that's actually not too bad. I think Holger joined us for 100? Is that correct? Wait a minute. I think so. Let's just take a look here, actually. Yes, Holger joined us for a very, very cheap sum, so I don't necessarily want to be siding with her, unfortunately enough, because obviously Murphon, we had to spend, what was it, 2,200 on him? So, yeah, we're probably going to side with him for now, which is actually really quite sad, because I would love to keep her as well, because she's obviously level 1. She is a clean slate, basically, and a backup medic, so it would be really wonderful to be able to keep her on as well. But yeah, I will just let things go as it is, and it will be some sort of organic hatred growing between them. Something along those lines, at least. Okay, well, we're going to be going for something in shield, I suppose, just to make it so that she's a little bit more durable. And We also want to give her this rusty arming sword. Probably not a good idea to give her such a good sword, but we're going to do it nevertheless. And let's see. Well, I suppose we will give her a horse now. She has no riding skill. Huh. Wait a minute. Ah, I tried to put it in her hand, obviously. That's great, isn't it? Yes. Here, hold a horse. Well, she can hold the reins. She can hold the reins of the horse. Excellent. Oh my goodness, okay. I've done that before as well, believe it or not. Ah, well, whatever the case, okay. Let us now move on and speak to Murphon. I think... Yes, he already has a very, very good pair of gloves. And do we have a helm here? No, no kind of helm. But, wait a minute, can he wear this? No, of course not. They really do have some very low strength attributes, these companions, but hopefully we'll be able to level them up reasonably quickly. And we're going to be giving Darian the... Oh, we actually have 2 pairs of gloves. Oh, okay, so I suppose I could have given 1 pair to Holger, but she's about to leave, so I suppose not particularly necessary, but okay, well, there it is. Okay, we have leveled up as well, so let's go over to Breakenscowl's Benny, and we're going to see what we can get. Okay, so we have some very nice HP right now, 55 in actual fact. Getting around 70 is very nice, at least for me, because obviously I do take a lot of damage. I would like to level up our agility a little more so that we can get some more points in shield and in athletics. So I think we're going to go for some athletics right now, because if we do get off our horse, I'd like to be able to run reasonably fast. And right now, trainer is pointless, in my opinion, because we're level 6, and we need to be considerably higher level than the units that we are going to be leveling up. So let's level up our polearms as well, and there we have it. Ah, excellent. Okay, so I did actually see a bandit party in the other direction here, so if we are lucky enough, maybe they are still in the area, but if we are unlucky, then obviously we will just head on to Tyrecork, and we are going to be selling, or maybe finding a ransom broker, if we are lucky enough. Oh, we are incredibly lucky. Wow, what is going on here? We seem to be exceptionally lucky, and yes, I want to sell all my prisoners for 800. That covers easily our weekly wages, which is excellent. And we have a recruiter here as well. Aha, here we go. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Ravacane mercenaries. Let's do it. Really? Okay. Ravacane immortals. Okay, I'll get 4 of them for 2,400. I spent way too much money just there. I really just spent way too much money. Yes, I did. Okay, so just ignore that. Just ignore that. We always had 2,100. We didn't spend any money right now. We didn't. It was absolutely the same. No problem. So, yes, we are just now going to try and get back our money. I mean, we're going to try and make more money because we obviously have the same exact amount of money that we did beforehand. So, let us now... I think we could probably keep this just in case we get a companion with a low strength attribute again, and maybe we can give them a sword or 2. And we're going to be buying some fine cabbages. Sounds good to me. Okay. Shall we? No, I already headed into the tavern, and let's now take a look at the newly acquired, mysteriously acquired Ravacane Immortals. No idea how I was able to get these, but nevertheless, let's head on in and see their amazing stats. My goodness, if only we had more money. That is all I could say. If only we had more money, we'd be able to purchase a huge army worthy of being able to take on pretty much anything. That is very impressive. I'd love to be able to get more of those. Oh, actually, considering we are going to be completing the Guildmaster quests... Oh, and there's our wages now. Yeah. Yeah. They literally gave us 300 extra in wages, just alone from those 4. Oh, a Viridis ranging party. Ah, they're actually friendly to us, so that's unfortunate, isn't it? Ah, yes. One time where we're actually disappointed that a very powerful party is actually friendly. Wonderful, isn't it? Okay, so let's see here. Oh, we could attack some Alpmen. Why not? 5.1, 5.9. Oh, yes. we will very easily take these guys on. 56 versus 29. Our renown is still not as good as I would like, of course. These guys actually do have quite a few cavalry units, so let's get our archers a little bit up there, get our infantry down there, and of course we do want to get them into a nice formation. Because we do have some pikemen now, so it would be rather wonderful to actually get them working a little bit better against cavalry. And that fellow was able to block us very, very easily indeed. Now, let's hopefully not get our horse killed, shall we? Take him out. Come on. Take him out. I was able to damage his horse a little bit there, as well as him, of course, but they are relatively well armored. Okay, so we do have some reasonable cavalry units of our own, of course, and we're going to be placing them over there. Okay, well, we don't really have a critical mass of crossbowmen right now. We do have Ravicane Immortals actually dealing significant damage to them right now as well, as you can see. That is actually really impressive. I do like that. And we're now going to be charging our infantry in as well because they are distracted. There goes my horse. No. Yes. Come on, see if we can... Okay, never mind. Apparently, this fellow had other ideas. I was going to try and knock someone unconscious, but no such luck. Fortunately enough, though, they do have 2 prisoners that we are very interested in rescuing. Oh, there are a couple of units over there, too. Okay, so let's get our archers a little bit closer just to make sure that they have efficient range, efficient killing range. What is actually going on there? They are actually allowing that fellow to run away. Oh no, there we are. Ravicane Immortal not allowing that to happen. Thank you very much. Goodness me, their stats are just absolutely insane. Very, very nice to see that, at least. And, okay, there we are. We did actually capture a couple of enemies, so not too bad. And we have a couple of these Vaxonos Order Princeps, as well as Toxotis as well. Okay, so, yeah, now we have even more weekly wages. Oh my, that's not good. Okay, so let's loot as much as we can. Maybe I need a little bit in looting. Maybe. Well, whatever the case, let's head on over to Swinmore, because that is going to give us around 500 drachmae. And that should be... it's okay. That's okay. Not too bad. And we do have quite a few brigand parties around here as well, if we so desire. I think we're probably going to be attacking one of those shortly, but right now I'd just like to speak to the Guildmaster and say that our mission was complete. There we have it, and we have also improved our relations with the town, gained a little bit of renown, nothing really to write home about there. 455 drachmae there as well for the completion, not too bad I suppose. I would like a lot more than that, of course, but what can you do? Right now, not really possible. Okay, sounds good to me. There's another 246. Shall we take another mission from the Guildmaster? Not right now. I would like to deal some damage to this brigand party, however. See if we can get a couple more units leveled up. We do have 2 more into marksman. And these are the highest level crossbowmen we can currently get. Let's take a look at their stats. Why not? Whoa, they do actually have 285 in crossbows. That is really quite impressive. But, other than that, they have a reasonable amount of HP as well. 61, not too bad there. And, yes, well, in general, their stats are actually very, very nice. So, I am hopeful that we'll be able to level a couple more of those guys up. Now, let's see if we can actually take on these highwaymen here. 54 versus 18. Obviously, really not going to be too much of a threat, but obviously, as I say that, we are going to be probably taken out very easily indeed, because that's usually what happens when I say, oh yes, we're easily going to win, and then I'm the only one that gets taken out. So I'm going to be a little bit more cautious here as we go ahead. As we see, they actually have quite a few cavalry, not too many, but a few to speak of. I'd like to be able to eliminate some of them at least. Wow, it seems as though 27 and 26 are our standard damage that we're able to do right now. Really quite disappointed in that. Obviously, we are not getting the greatest angles here. There we are. That's a much better angle. And we'll now just charge everyone in right now. Really nothing to worry about. And I suppose I'll just put our crossbowmen back there as well. No. Yes, exactly. That fellow had a very large weapon, and he was willing to use it. So let's be a little bit more cautious about those things. Okay, now they're probably going to kill my horse, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Excellent. Okay, so otherwise we are just going to eliminate the stragglers here. Yeah, maybe take out a couple and get some of them knocked unconscious. Yeah, a couple of them were actually knocked unconscious, so not too bad. Hopefully we'll find another slave trader soon enough. As you can see, wow, that's actually not too bad. There we go. We don't have the greatest blunt weapon after all either. So there is that to take into account. Ooh, excellent. Look at that. That is an amazing chess piece. Well, it's a little bit better than what we were using, so we may as well use it. And the cap is actually pretty good too. We may be selling this dependent on how much it actually sells for, because obviously we do have a slight weekly wage issue now. So let's just... Oh my! Well, this might be a problem. This might be a very, very big problem in actual fact. Okay, these guys all have mounts, I would assume? No? They don't. Okay, that's a little bit strange. Well, whatever the case, let's get our archers in a good enough position here. I can only hope that our Ravicane Immortals are absolutely going to prove themselves as being some of the best units ever. Because these guys, I think, are actually very, very good. So let's see what we can do, shall we? Let's just see what we can do. This is not good. This is not good. Okay, let's see if we can get our cavalry into a reasonable position here. Okay, so these guys have thrown weapons, and I'm going to try to distract them a little bit, but I am reasonably certain that I will be killed quite easily. As you can see, they are... What? Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, okay. Well, I'm distracting quite a few of them, but not enough, unfortunately enough. So, yes, maybe we will be lucky. Maybe. We have our cavalry... Oh my goodness, our cavalry was slaughtered. Yes. Our cavalry was slaughtered so incredibly easily that I am now probably dead. Yes, I am. Those guys are incredible. Oh, wow. Okay, well, we were absolutely beaten. We were beaten, battered and bruised. Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to try and retreat here. I don't think it's going to happen, actually. No, it's not going to happen anytime soon, no. We were taken prisoner. That is terrible. Ah, that is absolutely atrocious, but what can you do? What can you do? That was absolutely amazing to see those guys in action. And we still have the kidnapped girl with us. So we're just going to be running back into Shearstone, and there we have it. Completing the quest. And we'll now be gaining 260. Thank you. That's a very minor amount, of course, but... Wow, that is so incredibly impressive. I was not expecting them to be so incredibly powerful, but thankfully enough, we can now sell these for about 1,000. Really not necessary, though, is it? It's not really necessary anymore, because we don't have any companions. Hopefully they will find their way back to us, because, as you can see, well, as you could see, they actually don't have any of them taken prisoner. So we will return. We will return, and we will take on those island Havoc warriors, and we will see to it that they are defeated. So I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.